5. Yeah, it always does that before.
Welcome everybody to episode 3 of Two Bar Connection with your hosts Jesse and
James, what's up, everybody?
hello everyone. All right, so episode 3, very exciting, right?
I
We're being
know, excited.
consistent.
We are being consistent, and we actually have stuff to talk about, which is pretty dope.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
today's gonna be a bit of a short episode. Admittedly, kind of a slow week, but before we hop into that, how you been, man? How's your week's been?
it's been good, dude. I actually have been working nonstop. On both the main job and the side hustle as well. Actually, I have some reports to write, but I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. I'm gonna take the night off so I can chill and do podcasting. How about you? How have you been doing?
I've been doing good. I'm struggling with this fucking Windows now. Hold on. God damn it!
Fucking Windows 98.
Trying to get, I'm trying to get the Discord on one side and the cast on the other. I should have done this ahead of time. Okay, good, wonderful. All right, so I have our topics here. Great. All right.
Perfect.
So no, I've been doing all right. Getting some work. Right. I got a new class that I can now teach. I got a new conversation class that
Cool.
I'm teaching now. So it'll be 3 times a week for that class, which is great because I've been a little low on classes now. So
All right.
much more consistent work. Always happy with
Bad,
that.
badass, dude. I like it.
Yeah, and I saw. What was it? I actually saw Air yesterday, the Ben Affleck movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one about Michael Jordan.
Yes. How was
Yeah.
that?
Pretty good movie. Yeah, it was. It took what was admittedly what could have been a very boring subject, and it made it very entertaining. They did it by turning into kind of an underdog story because at the time, the movie takes place in 1984, I think.
Mhm.
And this was when Nike was kind of down in the dumps, or at least their basketball division was kind of down in the dumps. Like they were about to close.
Wow.
And it's pretty much a story about how their talent scout, I forgot his name. It's like Sonny Vaccaro, I think his name is, and about how he was able to strike a deal with Jordan to sign on with Nike to sport their shoes, and about how he pretty much he helped had the idea of building an entire shoe line around Jordan, which is why we have Air Jordans now.
Yeah. And those shoes are, oh my god, dude, they're popping. My sister has like 2 pairs, and it's her favorite pairs of shoes to wear.
Everyone has them. Everyone has them. So obviously Nike made a shitload of money. Michael Jordan made a shitload of money. Right? And now
Yeah, dude.
it's a worldwide sensation.
Worldwide, Mr. Worldwide. Yeah.
And I mean, as far as the gaming front has gone, I actually played through Max Payne 2. I played through,
Okay.
Funny enough, I actually played through the game in one sitting. It was a pretty short game, actually.
Really? How many hours?
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it take
It's
you?
only about 5 hours.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, it was very short. I was shocked when it was over. Like, oh shit, that's it. Okay, game was done. But it's a good game. It's just very short.
Okay, cool. I was gonna, yeah, because I remember growing up like reading Max Payne in the Game Informer and stuff like that, but and then Max Payne 3 came out, and it looked so different from the other titles in the series. Like he just looked like a drunk and stuff like that, and I was like, huh. I guess this is kind of like the reinvention or whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah.
But I've heard Max Payne, like the Max Payne series, was pretty good. I thought about checking it out, but
Yeah, you can start with the first one because they all build off each other. So in the third game, he's like at his lowest point possible.
Yeah.
Like he's kicked off the force for something he did, and he's even more of a drunk than he was ever before. He's addicted to pain pills,
damn.
and he's just absolutely depressed about everything that happened in the first 2 games.
All right, yeah, I'll have to check that out. Are there? I know Max Payne 3, I think, is on Steam, but I don't know about the first
All
2.
of them are on Steam.
They're all on Steam. Oh,
They're
hell
all
yeah.
on Steam. That's why I played the second one. Actually,
Oh.
I own the first 2. I haven't bought the third one.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
You can
have to
Steam
get
share
on
it
that
if
shit.
you want. You can just
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Oh.
Steam share it.
Thanks.
They're short games. The first game's like 8 hours. The second game's like
Thanks,
5
man.
hours.
I appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna have to get in on that.
Third game's long though, and yeah, that one's like a good 10 hours, and like half that shit's just cutscenes. Cuts of Rockstar and the love of cutscenes.
Yeah.
Unskippable cutscenes.
Look how good this animation is, bro. Please.
Look at it. Look at it. The animation. Like a Red Dead. Look at this horse penis. It shrinks in the cold. Or was it balls? Balls. Look at these balls.
The scrotal sack.
We have a dedicated testicle artist that had to actually shrink the balls in the cold temperature.
Oh my
That's
god.
Rockstar for you.
That'll be the first thing. Like when I finally pick up Red Dead 2, which I will eventually do, that's the first thing I'm looking for. The horse testicles.
Horse balls, yes.
Horse
Take
balls.
them straight to the coldest part of the game and see if those
Well,
balls shrink.
Well, I know the beginning, like the beginning of the game starts like in a cold, like winter snowing area. So, like the minute
that is true. But you gotta
like
see the transition, right? You gotta take them somewhere warm. You know, you gotta see how those balls are, and then
oh, that's right. Yes, I gotta see.
yeah, you gotta see the contrast, man. And then
Yeah, you're right.
you can see them shrink in real time. You see all that artistry at work on horse balls.
Okay, then I'm definitely gonna have to, that's what I'll do. But however, I am going to take a nice mental picture. Like literally when the horse gets on display on the computer, I'm gonna be like zooming in and shit. But yeah. So yeah, horse balls. Awesome. I don't know how to segue into the next topic from there.
Horse ball. I got the perfect segue. You know what else is balls?
What is balls?
Lifeweaver in Overwatch
2. Damn, and I'm actually sad I did not see that coming. But yes, congratulations, guys. Our fears have been confirmed. Lifeweaver sucks.
No. I mean, look, the fear was that he would be fucking griefing and trolling everybody. But
He
real,
is. He
in a way,
us.
yes.
He griefed us into thinking he was a good support character.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, he is a fun character, admittedly. He's actually a pretty fun character. I actually did enjoy somewhat playing him. But, man, he has issues. But before I go into the issues, though, let me start by just saying that his life pool is actually very fun to use. Being able to, like, pull people out of trouble and save them is very rewarding. And being able to put them in favorable positions is also very, very rewarding.
I agree.
Everything else, though, not good.
The thing is, like, his kit is fun, but it's really hard to find a situation to use it effectively. That's really what it is, and it's not even a skill thing either. I mean, at first I thought, well, you know, I'm a dirty casual, even though I play the game a lot. I'm still considered a casual by most standards. So maybe it's just me that I don't know how to use the character. But no, even the pros are like, what the fuck do we do? Like I think one of the latest videos from a support person that we watch, ML7, you know, he goes, "Oh, Lifeweaver needs help," and I'm like, okay, so it's not just me.
No, everyone's saying it.
It's really not just me. But yeah, dude, it's just like there's no way to use his kit, and even his kit is just clunky to use. His control scheme sucks. Switching between the thorns and the healing flower is awful. Like, it's just really, really bad. You know, it's not seamless like Kiriko or Moira, where you just, you know, left click to heal, or right click to suck, or, you know, left click to kunai and right click for Ofuda. No, you have to switch between the two, and that's clunky. That I do not like that at all, and I can't find a way to fix it. But whatever.
Well, I mean, speaking of ML7, right? Like, I think when his video, like, you know, the rules of Lifeweaver, I think it was very useful when I moved his weapon switch to the right click. So then that way, when I wanted to shoot, you know, I right click and then I just keep shooting. And then if I want to go back to healing, I right click and then I just go to healing like I normally would.
Yeah.
Right? And then I moved the platform to scroll. So when I scroll down, it would throw the platform out. That's what I did with him.
That was okay, but it still didn't feel right to me. Maybe I didn't play him enough, but then also I was kind of pissed because I tried to reset the controls and I ended up defaulting every hero in my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that made me upset. So I was just, you know what? Fuck this character. I don't want to play this character anymore.
Yeah. For some reason, Blizzard never implemented a default this character only option. It's just default. You press default, and everything goes back to default.
Yeah. To be fair though, it was probably just an oversight. Because they do have a lot of other issues that they should probably be working on. But in any case, yeah, we don't like Lifeweaver. He is not panning out as they hoped. They're gonna rework his control scheme, from what I've heard, to make it not so clunky.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, for me, I would love the left click to activate the what's it called? His thorns, and then yeah, left click for thorns, and then right click activates the healing flower. For me, that would solve a lot of issues, and then have something else for the platform throw.
Yeah, you can move it to like. Oh well, actually, another suggestion was the double jump to do life dash. I think it's what.
Oh
his
yes,
little dash attack. Because it's currently at shift by default.
yeah,
So if you press, people are like, oh well, it's like a Hanzo jump. So why not just make it exactly like his jump, where you just double press spacebar
yeah.
or the jump key, whatever your jump
Mhm.
key is, and that way now you can free up the shift to use it for your platform.
And that could work too.
So,
But
yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah, it's pretty.
do you think like outside of his quality of life and control issues that he might need some buffs on top
Oh,
of that?
absolutely, dude. I mean, listen, I get it that the name implies that he's a support character, so he's not a strictly healing character, and there's other characters that can satisfy that role. So he can be like the off healer, kind of like, Zen or Lucio. For God's sake, bro, his healing sucks. It's awful. It's so awful. You cannot, like, whenever Lifeweaver is in play, you already know automatically you're at a disadvantage as far as healing per second. Like, the other support has to pick like Moira or Ana or Baptiste to compensate for the severe lack of heals. He did get a buff to his charge time, but dude, we played him. How hard was it to heal people?
It was impossible. I couldn't keep
Yeah,
anybody alive.
yeah, dude. And now, yeah, and then that was with me picking like Ana and all these other people. So
Yeah, no, it was the only clutch moments was with the life grip when you pull them in, his little yoink yoink a doink.
yeah, yeah.
Outside of that though, like it was very difficult trying to keep people alive. Even like squishies, like because you would think like, oh, he has low heals, so you focus on the squishies instead of the tank. Like kind of like with Mercy. With Mercy only having 55 heals, you focus more on the squishies and you focus on your tank, and then you let
Yeah.
your other support focus on it. But even with the squishies, I was having a really hard time keeping him alive.
Yeah, dude, it's just I don't know. Like it's hard to play him. Like you can't heal because his healing sucks, and his utility is, well,
It's hard.
it's niche. It's hard. It's very niche. Like there's specific situations where you can do some really cool shit, but you need a coordinated team for that. Like, and
Yeah,
we
and good
play
luck
with,
getting that in ladder.
yeah, dude, no way, bro. Like we play with randos all the time, and even in fucking GM, like you can only duo queue max. So like, yeah, I don't know, man. He's not my favorite. I'll never play him. I'll probably main Lucio before I before I main Lifeweaver, and I don't touch Lucio, dude. I think Lucio and Mercy are like bottom tier supports for me.
Yeah. They're the
Yeah,
ones that
and I
touch
would
these
rather,
two.
yeah, dude, and I'd rather play them than Lifeweaver. And that's my final verdict on Life Griefer. But hey, at least I was right. I didn't really feel it from the play. Yeah, what am I saying? From the gameplay. Um, yeah, and I was right. I knew exactly what I was gonna feel with the character. What about you?
Like I said, he's really fun, but he has a lot of issues. I mean, for starters, he's huge. For a support,
Yes,
he
we didn't
is
talk about that.
fucking huge. He is almost as big as Junker Queen, which is absolutely insane to me for a support, and he only has 200 health.
Yeah, dude.
So like the entire time I was playing, like I was getting farmed by Genjis and Hanzos because Genji would just
Yeah.
run up to me and like he'll do the the fan.
The three, the
Three,
three
like, all three
dash.
of them hit me because I'm freaking as wide as a truck. 'Cause for some reason, his flowers on the back count
Yeah,
as a
they were just
part of his hitbox,
yes, exactly.
and he's already like a tall boy, right? So Genji just gets close to you, like two swings, a melee, and then dash, and you're dead.
Yeah,
That
dude.
time, and then with Hanzo, like Hanzo just fucking hit me for free from a mile away because I'm so damn big.
yeah, bro. You could thank your wings for that. The flower behind him, like it counts as
Yeah,
getting hit.
for some odd reason, like they it counts as part of his hitbox, even though you only have 200 HP. So I mean, what I would like to see is, either A, reduce his hitbox, or B, give him 225 health.
Yeah,
I think either or would be fine, but I think for the most part they should be careful with how they buff him if they do decide to buff him, because his utility is so strong that it could easily take over the game, at least in high
Yeah.
level play. In low level play, no,
Yeah.
it's not gonna fucking matter.
yeah.
But-
No, it won't fucking matter.
But in high level play, I can see him absolutely dominating if they buff him a little too much. Which is why, for now, I'd say that they probably should just focus on fixing his control scheme and giving him quality of life changes.
Yeah, I agree with you. And actually, I just thought of something now. His lore apparently has him like a light construct maker thing, kind of like Symmetra.
Yes,
So
he uses hard light technology, just like Symmetra.
Yeah, well, why not just give him? You don't have to increase his health, but give him shield health a little bit,
I mean that could help.
maybe. I don't
a
know.
little bit.
But then again, the real issue is his hitbox, though. But
Yeah, right? Because you do have easy to hit supports like you have Zenyatta, but Zenyatta also hits like a freaking truck, too.
yeah, like it compensates, But at least there's a way to play around it. Like, yeah, Zen can be easily killed, but he also hits like a truck. And also, if you play smart around cover, it's harder to hit the Zenyatta. How do you hide with a tall boy like him?
Yeah, no, you
You're
can't.
literally have a fucking flower petal sticking out of cover, and there you go. You get fucking headshotted because the Hanzo or the Widow hit your petal.
Yeah, that was another crazy thing. The pedal, like the upper part of the pedal, like the part where his shoulder and neck meets, also counts as part of his head.
Well, we
like-
tested it. We tested it in the practice range.
Yeah.
we were scared. Well, not scared,
Yeah.
but we were concerned.
Yeah, like as I was playing, I was testing it out with Hanzo, and I was just aiming like right where his shoulder and his head, his shoulder and his neck meets, like around like here. And if you hit that part, even if you just hit the flower, it counts as a headshot. So he just
Yeah.
dies immediately.
Yeah, and I know you didn't get a chance to see it, but I saw the arrow. The arrow would literally go like this, like past the head, and then go and like gravitate toward the head because it counts as a hitbox, it counts as his head hitbox. So
Yeah, I
automatic
didn't notice
headshot.
that, but I'll take your word for it because it was insane that he could do that. Like I remember playing
Yeah.
on Havana, and on the first point, like, worst fucking map in the game. By the way,
It's okay. It's okay. It's an okay map. There are worse maps.
no, there's no worst map in that. The only worst maps in that were 2CP, and thank God those are gone. Thank God. 'Cause, oh my God. Fuck 2CP. But I digress. So I was on Havana, right? And I was on the first point attack when that really tall building just before you reach the refinery, or
Yeah.
not the refinery, the brewery, right? And I was there with Lifeweaver. Like anytime I peeked out to like shoot some shots or heal, like the Hanzo would just boop, hit me. Right? It didn't have to be a headshot. Like it was just a body shot every single time.
Yeah.
And I spent like the entire time like just hiding in cover, or just going to the other side and trying to heal from there. And then eventually they got a Genji, and the Genji just started farming me for free. And then I was like, "Fuck this! I'm switching to Moira." Actually, no, I didn't switch to Moira. Actually, I think I stuck it out. No, we did. I did stick it out. We won. I remember we won. Yeah, because we were playing over Reinhardt. He was a little nutty, and I had to pull him in a few times.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
A
so
nutty
I
Reinhardt
remember that.
with
we
yeah.
won.
Actually, I think I remember. Wait, was I there with you?
Yes, you were. It was
Yes.
barely won.
That's right. I was
I
pissing
think
and moaning.
I think you played Moira. You were the one playing
Yeah.
Moira, not me.
I think so. Yeah, I know I had to switch to a freaking like, OP healer because Nutty Rhine, Lifeweaver heals. Yeah, so like I had no choice. I had to dump heals. I was essentially out of juice for like half the time I was playing more. So, ugh, so bad. So bad.
So yeah, so bad. And
Ugh.
well, I mean, what else was there? Also, like his weapon has like massive spread on it. So like
Oh yeah.
anything past like 10 meters, you're not gonna hit much with it.
Yeah. I don't know why it has a
So
spread like that.
that's another thing I would like to see. It actually does a decent amount of damage. Like if you can get up close to someone, it does a lot of damage. Especially if you aim for
Yeah.
the head, like it does. It actually does a lot of damage. But it's you have to be really close to them, and then if you're close to them, it's easier to hit them. But it's also easier to hit you, and you're already freaking huge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
another thing I like to
it's
see them do is reduce the spread at least on the weapon. Maybe increase the damage a little bit, but I definitely think they should reduce the spread on his weapon because they seem to be poisoning him as like a long range support.
yeah, like an
And
off
he
support.
yeah, but like long range oriented, right? Like not like
Yeah.
Lucio's not long range, but he's an off support. He's a close range support. Lifeweaver's like the
Yeah.
opposite, right? You want to be super far away from your team so you can provide them healings from max distance and then pull them away in to safety.
Mhm.
So
Understandable,
I
yeah.
think if they reduce the spread, he could do more damage from safer distances, so he can better support his team.
Yeah, I like that call. I think they should do something along those lines. But,
But
you
anything
can't
beyond that, what are you gonna say?
yeah, no, go ahead. No, sorry.
But I mean, anything beyond that, I'd be very careful with. Like I would be careful about increasing his healing numbers. Maybe reduces the charge time a little bit. But if you pump up the heal numbers too much, then it's gonna be a nightmare fight against him.
Yeah.
Unless they keep him like super squishy, like how he is now, and super easy to hit. But I would rather like they bump his survivability and his consistency.
I agree with that statement. Both the survivability and then we can have the conversation about healing numbers and stuff. Oh man. But yeah, it sucks cuz we feel like noobs playing Lifeweaver. It
Yes.
really does feel like we don't know what the hell we're doing. But some games they do help compensate if you're a noob or if you're a casual. You don't have to be a hardcore player. And that actually leads us into the next game that we want to talk about because they essentially showed more footage of it. Do you want to take us away with that, Jesse? On the next item on our list?
Yeah. Right. So we had exciting state of play that happened last Thursday with Final Fantasy 16, which was pretty much just a condensed version of what they showed at PAX East. But
Yeah.
going off accessibility. Oh man, gas. Ooh,
Sorry, you got gas.
I think I gas. Yep. Gas. Sorry, just gotta burp it out a little bit. But speaking of accessibility, right? They showed off like they were talking about like like you can. There's a story focused mode, right? And there's a action based difficulty mode. Those are your only two difficulty settings
Yeah.
for what it is. And if you have it on story, then they give you these accessories where it pretty much does things automatically for you. They're essentially accessibility features that are tied to your accessories that you can equip. So you have one that lets you heal automatically, another one that lets you that slows down time for you to dodge stuff, another one where you can use buttons, or you can just press one button to attack and you'll do crazy combos with it.
Mm-hmm.
So all that. And well, I actually did take notes on it, but there was a bit more than that, right? I mean, like I said, a lot of it was a recap of what they said in PAX East, but they did expand on some things. So, like for example, they showed off the skill tree
Mm-hmm.
for the game. So there is going to be a skill tree, and you're going to get ability points for killing enemies, and then you spend those ability points on skills. Now, I kind of wish I took the time to actually pause the presentation and look at what the skills were, but they seem like a lot of stuff. Like you can get like new abilities, maybe stat boosts, and they're all tied to the icons, which is the central plot point of the game, where the icons are the summons, what we would know as the summons from the previous game. So like your Ifrit, your Shiva, your Titan, your Odin, right? Because you can absorb and actually use the icons. Like you use it it's like a mode switch. It's like, oh,
Okay.
I want to use the powers of like Phoenix, right? So then you switch into the Phoenix mode, and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of Phoenix-based attacks
Hmm.
that you can start using.
Nice.
You could be like, oh, okay, I feel like playing Titan, so you play as Titan, and you get a bunch of Earth-based attacks now. And the game's all about like switching between them and comboing between each of the different forms that you can acquire. And it seems like the skill tree lends itself to that, where every time you get a new icon, like the skill tree would expand, and you can get more abilities associated with that icon.
This actually sounds pretty cool. And I'm assuming that there's like a what's it called? A talent a redistribution system.
Probably, I imagine there will be.
Yeah.
There probably is going to be some kind of a respec system. We'll see. Who knows? But outside of that, they did show off. There's going to be like a hideout that you can hang out in. It's going to be like your central hub area where you can craft new items based on stuff you get in the wild.
Yeah.
You can upgrade current equipment. You can also there's also a training room where you can actually practice your combos in there. You can actually,
Oh,
yeah, there's all sorts of cool settings that you can put up. You can put like what kind of enemies you want, how much health you want to give them, stuff
damn,
like
that's
that.
really that's a really specific training room. That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, it was actually very hyper detailed. Like I said, I wish I took more specific notes, but that's the gist of it, right? It's a training room with a lot of options that you can kind of a lot of variables you can switch around for to test out different things, test out different moves, see how they work, see what combinations you like. And then, interestingly enough, there's also an arcade mode that you can access while you're in there.
Ooh, arcade mode?
Yeah, with the arcade mode, so you get to go back to previous chapters or stages, and you can go
Yeah.
for like a high score there. Because as you fight, you get rated. You get like a combo rating every single time like you do battle, and so the arcade mode is just all about racking up the highest score possible. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
there's that, and then they have hunt boards, so you can get some missions from the hunt boards. It'll be like side quests. Most of the time, it's going to be involve you go fighting a monster. That serves as like a little mini boss fight. And speaking
Hmm.
of boss fights, they showed off a lot of really cool boss fights in the game. So
Yeah.
I mean, up until this moment, they've been showing most of the icon fights, which are like these super huge epic kaiju battles, and they actually showed off more of it. But they also showed there's some smaller scale ones too. Like there was like an assassin that you fight. That's like all like some black robe dude that you fight. That he actually does an Izuna drop on you. He does for people who watch Naruto. He does the primary lotus, where he like kicks you up in the air and like he grabs you and just spins down and just slams you head first into the ground. It looks really sick. And then there's another boss that was like a living flame. It was like a flame monster like transformed into different things. And it looked kind of liquidy too, so it was kind of a cool effect. And
Ooh.
that's something else about the game. Like it looks really beautiful. Like there's tons of particle effects going on and a lot of details. And the scope of everything looks so big. Like when they go into the icon fights, they actually showed off a bit more. And it was like God of War, like like in, and I'm talking like OG God of War, not new God of
Yeah.
War.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I saw those same fights, and it really brought me back to the PS2, specifically God of War 2, because that was the one I played the most. I didn't play the original one too much, and the third one, I think I played through it once, maybe, but yeah, it did give that sense of scale. At least the fights did.
Yeah, huge sense of scale. Like I was in shock at how big everything looked and how detailed it was.
Yeah,
Everything was so detailed. And everything was running at a smooth frame rate. So I mean, and when you see that, it really looks like this is really truly a next gen game.
that's
Like,
pretty.
this is what a next gen game looks like.
Yeah, yeah. I agree wholeheartedly with all that. I wish I knew more about like Final Fantasy lore because I know like there's summons and they're based on like gods of like God. I don't know how many different mythos. Um, but yeah, the game looks great, and if I had a PS5, I would definitely pick it up, just for Yoshi P, because you could tell him and his team they worked their ass off for this.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
though
like I said,
even though he tried to kill a dog, but it's okay.
yeah. Well, like I said, man, that guy is carrying the square on his back. Him
Yeah.
and he's carrying it on his back with Final Fantasy 14, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake is also carrying the square on its back.
Yeah.
which there will be a part two for Remake very soon. I think next year, but we
Nice.
haven't heard much about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how long did the like the remake that came out? That was in development for a while, dude.
Yeah, it was actually there for it was in development for like I want to say like 5 or 6 years.
Damn,
They
bro. No.
announced it. Yeah, they announced it like 4 years before it came out,
Yeah, bro.
and originally it was under development by CyberConnect, who do the Naruto Ninja Storm games. I think what they are, and
Mm.
I think they also developed Ashura's Wrath for as well. So these guys are very cinematic games with really great presentation. So it was originally under development with them, and then eventually Square went like, okay, we're just gonna bring this in house, right? And they pretty much started over with development.
Yeah.
So that's why it took so long for it to come out.
Okay. All right. I guess that makes sense. I mean,
But
Final Fantasy. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go.
Yeah. No, I was saying like it makes sense because Final Fantasy, especially Final Fantasy VII, is such a huge game, and it's kind of like a staple in Square's catalog that they wanted it done right.
Yeah, no,
They,
they couldn't
they
afford to screw it up.
no, they could not. They could not afford to screw this up because what do you think would have happened if they fucked up the
There would
final
have been riots in the street.
riots in the street, along with a crashing stock price and whatever? Yeah, they would have burned a lot of their bridges.
It would have been very, very bad. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is like the Resident Evil 4 for Capcom.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
can't afford to screw them up.
yeah, exactly.
Those are their golden geese.
Oh my god, yeah. I'll probably pick up the Integrate on Steam, like during the summer, maybe.
Yeah, apparently, it's the port's kind of ass, so I can't tell you how good it's gonna be.
Really,
Yeah,
the one on really? Oh shit! Let me look up the reviews real quick on it.
yeah. At least on launch, it was kind of ass.
Okay,
It had a
well,
lot
I
of
mean,
frame rate issues, frame rate performance issues.
yeah.
Textures wouldn't load in properly. Game would crash a lot.
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna conflict with into Reverie. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, where is it? I know I have it. Oh, here it is.
Well, I always recommend playing the original game first. At least play through the first half of the game.
Actually, yeah. I saw the original Final Fantasy VII. I do have, and I did play it, but then I stopped because I got lost.
Yeah, so I would recommend start it again, play through it again, get a guide so you don't get lost, and play through the game again. It's a great game, and then that way now you can appreciate a lot of the changes that they made, which are a lot, and it also gets you to appreciate like how much they expanded on the Midgard section of the game, because that's all the remake is. It's just the Midgard section, and they took what's effectively a 5-hour, like a 5-6 hour portion of the game and made it into a 40-hour game.
Damn.
And they actually did a pretty good job.
Wow. No, because that's a lot. Because I remember playing the Midgard section because I played it over and over again because how many times I restarted the game. So now that's the whole game. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all of remake, but it's great. It's a great game.
All right, no. I don't. Hey, listen,
Absolutely
the
great.
game is great. I got no issues with it. So, but yeah, I do want to play Final Fantasy VII, like the original one. I'll probably. I need time. With those RPGs, I need time.
Yeah, you need time. Well, it's actually not that long of a game. Maybe like 30, 40 hours. I think it's one of the shorter one compared to most. I know you say that, but fucking Trails, you said just Trails just now. That shit's like 80 hours. And you've played through Persona. Come on.
Listen,
Those is rookie numbers.
listen. Persona was an experience. Both of them, Persona 4 and 5, they were experiences that I absolutely had to stick with until the very end. They're phenomenal. Yes, that's a given. Same thing with Trails. The first time I played it, my first playthrough. Then the other playthroughs were just like, achievement hunting, which I got through it, but now there's more.
There's always more. And speaking of Persona experiences, you may be able to experience a new Persona very soon.
Oh my God! Before we dive into that, I want to say I thought really hard about getting the Persona 3 port that they had on Steam. But how bad is it? Because I heard it was very bad, that it was atrociously bad, that it was a lazy ass port, that all they did was essentially stick the PSP, you know, game and just literally threw it on the computer and that was it. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd rather focus on the news right now, right here.
Oh no, okay.
But we'll talk about the portable, right? We'll talk about the port. Right? I haven't experienced it myself, but
Okay.
it's crap apparently. So luckily though, what might not be crap is
The
that
remake.
Atlas is most likely working on a Persona 3 remake, which we may be able to actually experience and play very soon. Because there was a recent leak of a essentially a pitch video, an internal pitch video that showed off a bunch of games that were supposedly being worked on at Sega.
Yeah.
And Atlas is currently owned by Sega, and so there was footage of I forgot this girl's name, but the bow girl in Persona 3 with very modern looking graphics.
Like,
Fighting a monster in game with in game footage.
ooh. That's
So
actually
I don't know
sounds
if you could see it, but like it had like the flashy presentation you expect from Persona game, right?
so
And
yeah.
it looked very much like Persona, and it was in 3D, beautiful like new 3D graphics, like very much like looking like Persona 5.
Mm.
And so
Okay.
a lot of people are pretty much having their rumors being confirmed because it was rumored for a very long time that Atlas was working on a Persona 3 remake. And there was some other stuff too, like there was like Jet Set Radio, apparently like a Jet Set Radio remake being made, but that's more for like older people, more boomer viewers, right? It's a little Jet Set Radio's a little before our time. I mean, it didn't help it was on Dreamcast and
Yeah. No, it didn't help anybody that was on Dreamcast. It's funny because I was yeah, I was thinking about the Dreamcast the other day. I was like, damn man, like that poor system just did not stand a chance.
no, it did not.
But yeah,
It could not stand up to the might of the PS2.
no, dude, it could not. It really, it really couldn't. But yeah, but as far as the Persona 3 remake, I did see like I saw some videos because they're like, oh my god, Persona 3 is real. Here are 5 reasons why, and it showed like the footage, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think I've seen that girl before. Oh, it looks very Persona 5-ish graphics wise, and yeah, so I thought I was like, oh, this should be pretty exciting, but you know, without confirmation, I don't even know if we could really say much about it. But I would like to play it because a lot of people say that Persona 3 has like the best story in the entire series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I-
we have a close friend of ours that says that it's the best story in the entire series.
Yeah,
but
well, I have a close friend of ours also skipped through all the fucking cutscenes in Persona
in Persona
4.
4,
So,
yeah, he really did. But dude, I think
it
Uh,
still triggers me to this
to,
day.
to be fair, I think it was your fault because you let him know that it bothered you, and that's exactly why he fucking did it. He sensed
You
it.
did too. We both said, "What the fuck are you doing? This is the
Yeah,
best part."
but then I realized what he was doing, and I was like, okay, you know what? Whatever. But then he kept. Oh, whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I still have to. The next time I see him, he definitely he has an ass whooping coming his way for that. But yeah, so that's really the consensus for a lot of people, that they really enjoy that story. So and I would like to, because you turned me on to Persona with Persona 4 Golden. I played it, I absolutely loved it, and then obviously when Persona 5 came out, I really loved it. So I would like to play, like, I would say the game that started like this current trend, because I know there was like, because I think Persona 3 was the first standalone Persona game, because I know the first two were like they still had the title of Shin Megami Tensei, right? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, the first two games is they're a lot more traditional than the next and the last three games. Persona 3 is the one that really introduced the life simulator stuff. So all that stuff about like going to school,
Oh.
working a job, managing your schedule, going on dates and stuff like that. That was all introduced in that game.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, well, one and two are a bit more traditional, and two is actually um, split into two parts. It actually has a direct sequel to it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So very interesting. Kind of like Persona 5 with Strikers, except Strikers was a had spin-off game. It was kind of a spin-off game, but it was also a sequel.
Yeah.
Whereas Persona 2 and Persona 2 2, I don't remember what it's called right now. They
Persona
both
2
like had the
parts.
same
Yeah.
same gameplay.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I would like to play through the through like everything, but I think it's funny cuz I'm working like kind of backwards through the through the series. I'll probably play the Persona 3. No, I will for sure be playing the Persona remake should it be true. And then you know, I'll just keep working my way backwards. Honestly, I might even play like the original Persona 3 to see what all the fuss is about. But I'll probably try and play like the original one from on the PlayStation instead of the portable, just because you know I heard it was not very good.
Well, if you talk about the portable, so the PC port, the most recent PC port that we have on Steam, that one's based on the PSP version, which
Yeah.
pretty much had to make some concessions from the PS2 version for it to actually work on the PSP.
Yeah.
But it did add a lot of new stuff. Like he added the female version of the main character, and that female character actually had her own unique social links, and she actually had like her own unique dialogue options that she could also pick as well.
Yeah.
And there was like certain content that was locked behind the female character versus the male character, and they also made it so that you could control your party members directly because you couldn't in the original game.
Yeah. Yeah. I did hear about that, which is really weird. You know, for a JRPG to not control your party members.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, it's in a game like as that can get as difficult as Persona. I'm not sure how I feel about not being able to control my party members.
Yeah.
Because like, can you imagine, like in Persona 4, you're going up against a shadow that eats ice elements, and Teddy's an asshole and just keeps casting Bufala over and over again, and keeps eating, and you have no way of stopping him from doing it.
Considering I had Teddy in my party for like the majority of the game, like, yeah, no, I don't want that to happen, dude. Please, Teddy, don't do that to me.
So for me, I would probably prefer the PSP version just because I don't like the idea of automated party members.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sit well for me, especially in a game as tactical as Persona games where you really have to know which attack you're using and when.
Oh yeah.
You can't just diddle around with it. You can't just mash attack over and over again.
Yeah, dude, especially on the harder difficulties. Yeah, you can't afford to have a party member have free will. That's just not going to happen.
Very rough.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for the remake. I hope it's true. I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, it's most likely true. So you know, people are getting pretty good at this now. Like leakers are getting really really good at confirming games before they actually come out and stuff. So, you know, it seems fun. It seems not well. I mean, yeah, fun, but it seems like it's a sure thing. Hopefully.
Yeah, let's just hope it comes out soon and we don't have to wait too long for it.
Yeah, well, you know, if they're going to pour in the detail to make it good, then I would prefer that they take their time with it. Because how long between Persona 4 and Persona 5 released?
Persona 4 came out in 2009, I think, and then Persona 5 came out in 2017, I think.
So 8 years?
Yeah, about 8 years.
Oof.
I think they worked on Golden in between then, so they didn't really start development until like 6 years. And then they had to start over because of the earthquake in Japan. Really
Yeah.
inspired the director to kind of change directions in the game, so they had to start over again.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So there are some factors. Okay. So then maybe it won't be that. Won't be. Bleh, maybe we don't need to wait that long then. Okay. That's fair. I can
I
live
hope
with that.
so. But we will be able to play soon, and
Tell me.
Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom has released its final trailer. So you've seen this trailer, right?
Yes, I have, and I'm upset because I don't have a Switch. So, and my financials right now and what I'm trying to do, I cannot be buying gaming systems left and right. So,
It's only $300. Come on,
dude,
you can drop
no,
300 buckaroos.
no, bro. My God, the fact that I cannot play this game, it really upsets me because it looks really good. It looks super good, especially the whole, the building mechanic to make vehicles. And then I saw Link freaking fighting with another vehicle made by the enemy, and I'm like, what? It's fucking awesome. And of course, we got our first look at the demon, the king, the king of darkness,
Ganondorf, the dwarf.
the dwarf, bro.
You gotta
Jeez.
put some respect on the dwarf. He's hot now, apparently.
Oh no, he's
Every-
hot.
Yeah, bro. Everyone's like losing their mind, be like, "Oh no, he's hot now!" Like for some reason, everyone's thirsting over him.
Yeah, bro. Well, he's got the fucking abs of the Gerudos, except on a dude. But he's like abs while also having a dad bod. So like, damn, dope.
Yeah, that unbeatable combination.
No, unbeatable as hell. But dude, it looks good. Ganondorf looks amazing. And once again, Zelda is lost, and we need to go find her, which is pretty funny.
Again.
Yeah, again. Uh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I had a little bit itch here. Oh, so anyway, but honestly, dude, it looks good. The Sky Islands, the whole mechanic with the reversing time, with the hand. Oh, did you see the hand, by the way? Remember I brought up the hand last time.
Oh no, I didn't look. I didn't.
Oh,
Look.
okay, yeah. Well, like I guess like so the Sheikah Slate is his hand now, so it looks pretty cool that you can like, reverse time with it and stuff.
Okay. Well, sorry, more gas.
Damn, you got lots of gas.
Yeah.
So do I. Shit.
I was gonna say something about Ganondorf. Oh, you know who's gonna be voicing Ganondorf this time? Because you actually hear him in the trailer. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, well, I did notice it, but like I kind of wasn't paying attention. But who's voicing him?
Your boy, McCassidy.
What?
Matthew
No,
Mercer. Yep.
Matt Mercer got the. Oh my god, dude, you know what? Now I got to go back and listen to it.
Yeah. The thing is, it doesn't sound like him. It doesn't sound like how he normally sounds. So he really kind of changed up his voice a little bit.
Damn, bro, that's some fucking talent right there. Damn, I gotta see that. Hang on, let's see.
You guys see it?
I'll have it ready for like afterwards, so I can look at the trailer.
Yeah, well, he confirmed it on Twitter. So I just got the go ahead from Nintendo, so I can finally announce my absolute pleasure to be voicing Ganondorf in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Dude,
An
that's
immense honor that I've thrown myself into doing justice. And justice he probably will, because that man is amazing.
yes, dude. The guy, man, he loves his work, and you can tell.
And we love his work. So,
Damn straight. Damn, that's so cool.
so so we got cool talent there. And also, I don't know if you noticed there's like a cool three-headed dragon. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I
Looks like
did.
kind of a cool boss fight.
Yeah.
And I actually have an article here that says that apparently like it's an old enemy from like the original Legend of Zelda, like OG Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh yeah. You know what? Actually,
Yeah.
I think I remember. Because I remember when I first got the Switch, I paid the subscription, and it came with the Virtual Console. So I played the original Legend of Zelda, and I think the three-headed monster, I did face him.
Yeah, well, it's called a Gleeok, and this was actually shown in a commercial. So there was the trailer, and there's also a commercial they have on TV,
Mm-hmm.
and Link is fighting him on a bridge, and you see its name is revealed in the UI, and it's called Flame Gleeok. And Gleeok is the name of all multi-headed dragons within Legend of Zelda, the original one.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
And so I'm actually looking at the trailer again now, and like I'm noticing, what was it? Where was it? Right. it looks like he's in like some. It looks like there might actually be dungeons because it looks like traditional dungeons, not like the shrine stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because like it looks like he's going to some really big ruins, right? And a lot of people are thinking that the inclusion of the bosses, is why there might be traditional dungeons again.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Um, because that I know that was a big complaint originally.
Mm-hmm.
Which I understand because dungeons are a part. That it's kind of a Zelda staple. All those cool dungeons and shit. But oh, sorry, I just stopped at a still of Ganondorf. So cool.
Admiring his oddness.
Yeah, bro.
Oh no, he's
Oh
hot.
no, he's hot. But but yeah, dude, I'm very excited. Let's see how much money I have and if I can spare the cash to get a Switch because
Well, it'll only be $300 plus 70 for the actual freaking game.
how much does it cost to put a
It's
Switch to put Switch software on a Steam Deck? Asking for a
I have no
friend.
idea.
Asking for a friend because we don't condone piracy here. I'm asking him how to avoid committing piracy.
Yeah. So actually, I do see the arm thing, but so I actually paused it on a part where. So you remember the part where Zelda falls down like a chasm?
Yeah,
Well, it seems like Link's hand's kind of fucked up and like red and black.
is it kind of fucked up?
Yeah, his arm looks like it's kind of fucked up a little bit. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but is that what you were talking about, or did he have like an actual gadget on
No,
his arm?
yeah, he's got an actual gadget. I think you can see it when he's skydiving in the
Really?
beginning,
Okay.
which by the way looks fucking dope. Oh my god, him skydiving into Hyrule, like,
Yes, I
yeah.
do see it.
Oh, you just see it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah, I feel like you should be playing like Danger Zone or something
Dude, yes. Yeah.
while he's fucking skydiving.
Honestly, dude, the whole freaking soundtrack to Top Gun, just just put it just put it over the skydiving section.
No one remembers the sound. Everyone remembers Danger Zone. That's it.
Man, I don't know, bro. Just put this.
That's all people remember. I don't
Just
remember
put the
anything else.
soundtrack. Fucking sound like Archer when you say that shit. No, man, that's funny.
And then Link's arm gets kind of the fucked up arm. It looks like there's like something like. Do you remember the part where like there's like dark energy?
Yes, I think
eating
that was
his
like
arm or
the.
something.
I think that was like the first trailer that is dark. The energy was eating his arm.
Yeah,
Like-
so
like
that
the
might be something that
very-
happens in the beginning of the game,
Yeah,
right? And then I don't know, maybe like it fucks up his Sheikah slate, and then like to fix his arm, like they have to strap some kind of device to him that works as like a second Sheikah slate.
yeah, for sure. And
So
then
that might be what's happening.
yeah, but also there's another part in the trailer where it shows. I'm pretty sure it shows Ganon sucking his arm off with like his own red energy, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I see it here.
But also,
And then as for the actual tears, right? So there's a part where Zelda's holding on to like a little golden thing that's in the shape of a tear,
yeah,
and there are people seem to think that those are going to be like the items you collect, like in Zelda games, like I collect like pieces of Triforce in Ocarina of Time, or you
Yeah.
get the stages in Ocarina of Time. Well, people think that there's going to be traditional dungeons, and you're going to be collecting the tears
yes.
as you progress along. Now, the question is it going to be like Breath of the Wild where you can do them out of order? I think that would be kind of interesting.
I don't see why not, because that was a huge step forward on something that people really liked, that they didn't have to adhere to a certain, linear structure. But
Yeah, like you can go straight to Ganon, Calamity Ganon.
I've
if
seen
you
those
want.
videos, and dude, let me tell you, those people are fucking nuts, man. They literally like they don't even touch the ground. They like do some stasis shit with a rock or like a tree log. They fly all the way to the castle, and then they glide right in.
Like straight
then-
to the boss fight?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
dude, look it up. Yeah, bro. I don't know how to. I forgot how to say it. Like world record speed run to Ganon, and they literally fucking fly to the castle on a stasis log.
That's dope because normally you have to go through like a million like lions that will all easily one shot you and have like a bajillion health.
Nope. These fucking people went straight in. And actually, yeah, the only shortcut that I ever used when I played Breath of the Wild was I climbed up the waterfalls using the Zora armor, and that's how I skipped like more than half the castle. But I'm but then on my second playthrough, I remember going back because I know that I read that the Hylian shield was hidden somewhere in the castle. So so I was like, oh shit, I want the Hylian shield, bro. That's like iconic shit right there.
Iconic.
Iconic. Did you see the? Did you see it?
What?
The
Oh yeah. I saw. Yeah, he did some crazy shit with the stasis,
Yeah.
right? Which is just a testament to all the creativity that's rewarded for you in that game, and I'm excited to see how our creativity is being rewarded in Tears of the Kingdom, all the nuts and bolts shit with you making vehicles and stuff.
Yeah, but I think it'll actually work, unlike nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, nuts and bolts is not very good. It's not a. Is that a good Banjo Kazooie game? It's not the game we needed.
Yeah.
That was the problem with it. It wasn't the game we needed. But what we do need to do now is, unfortunately, we will have to go. As,
Yeah.
I really have to go actually because my dad wants to watch something with me.
No problem, dude.
But it has been a pleasure as always to record with you this episode. I know today has been very short, but like I said, it's been kind of a slow week. There was some stuff about like Star Wars Celebration and stuff, but to be honest, I don't really care too much
Dude, no, I don't think
about Star Wars anymore.
Nobody gives a shit about Star Wars anymore, man. Even fucking Mandalorian has fallen off, and it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, right. Like I've heard people being like, "Okay, what's the story to this?" Like, I don't get it.
Dude, honest. Okay, quick tangent. A lot of people, myself included. Granted, I haven't watched the last 3 episodes, but I really think they're phasing out Mando.
For what?
Fuck me, bro. I don't know. They don't because dude, he can't do anything anymore. Like he's like okay. So you remember in the Book of Boba Fett where
I didn't watch it.
okay.
I didn't watch it. I didn't care. I'm like, fuck that.
Okay then.
You can tell me it's okay.
It's okay. Well, first off, good for you.
Spoiler.
No. First off, good for you. That show sucked. Sucked ass. Complete ass. So that's the thing. And honestly, there is no story there either. It's just Boba Fett trying to be a crime boss where he had no business being a crime boss. But in any case, the only good episodes were the episodes where the Mandalorian showed up. And those episodes showcased him being a badass. Finding bounties. Killing shit. Essentially being the Mandalorian that we expected him to be. Especially, he was supposed to be what Boba Fett was supposed to he was what Boba Fett was supposed to be in the show. A badass bounty hunter. He is the opposite in his own show. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these people, but they're literally not caring about their protagonists. But in any case, yeah, dude, Mando's not even doing anything. Like, he's bad at everything. He's getting caught consistently. He needs help from everybody to escape. And he's not a badass anymore. No one cares. And then there was an interview that they did with some dude that I thought was pretty interesting, where he's like, "Oh, well, we're getting to a place where the Mandalorian can be anybody," and we're like, "What?
The what?
No, the Mandalorian is this guy, Din Djarin with fucking Grogu. That is the show. What the fuck are you talking about?"
The show's not called A Mandalorian. It's called The Mandalorian.
Exactly, dude. And listen, I love Bo-Katan. I'm a huge fan, but it really feels like I don't know. They're making the show more about her, which is, whatever. She's a good character. I like Bo-Katan. But again, it's called The Mandalorian. It's about The Mandalorian. And it's about Grogu. Why are you fucking that up? So people are upset about that. And honestly, I am too. Because I saw it happening. And then I saw the recent stills from the last episode with Lizzo and Jack Black. And I'm like, Why?
Yeah, that was so weird.
Why? Like, whatever. So I've lost interest in anything Star Wars. In fact, the only thing I'm looking forward to is the KOTOR remake, which, oh Jesus
It's
Christ.
never gonna happen.
Oh
It's
my
never
God.
gonna happen. No, it's never gonna happen. It's already on hiatus.
I don't care, bro. But
It's never gonna happen.
you know what? On second thought, I'm glad. Because that would have been a disaster.
I'm not glad. I want to see it. I want to know what they're gonna make.
They hired somebody who hates Star Wars to write a Star Wars game? No thanks, dude. I'd rather not get a remake and just play the original, which I have in my Steam library. So no thanks.
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
Fair
sorry.
enough.
Yeah, so and listen, it sucks. I know it sucks. But I think it's better this way. But as far as but in essence, no one gives a shit about Star Wars anymore. I think people are sick of it.
Andor season 2, like me up when that happens.
Actually, I haven't seen Andor, and I want
You
to
have
see.
to watch it.
I
It's the best Star Wars content in years.
I know the best Star Wars content that nobody knows about because no one talks about it. No one talks about Andor. So I'm gonna have to check that out, which I'll probably do now. I'll probably do now actually. I haven't turned my TV on in a while, so whatever. Anyway,
Okay.
sorry, dude. I know you got to go. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this gassy journey.
Very gassy journey.
Yeah, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and you can also follow us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music /podcasts, and of course Spotify. And you can also find us here on YouTube as well. And like we said, we really appreciate you guys. Watching our content. It means a lot. We love essentially talking our bullshit on camera. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Jesse, any final thoughts?
No, that was a great send off, man. You said everything that needs to be said.
Cool.
Just everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Have a great one. See you later.
All right.
Till next time.
Stay classy.